Okay. All right, John. We're going to start by opening the V5 software. I'm going to go over here to download from ECU. Okay, okay. It runs through its test here. Okay. All right, so once we're there, we can go to USB link. We're on. Everything is already set up for you here. Fuel tables, fuel graphs. Your I/O is already mapped out. So everything's already pre-configured and wired. Inputs and outputs. I'm just going to open a strip chart and walk you through just the basic stuff real quick. All right, so I've got just a pre-wired here for you. It's got a lead on it. This one's going to be your trans brake side. So when you press this, light comes on, just hooked up like the trans brake would be. This one here is the bump box. Press this one, car will bump in. Okay. If you hit this without it, it actually is your scramble up button for boost control. Then you've got over here, come over here, Brett. So you've got your wires here. This is going to come from the pressure sensor. The first one is black. That one comes over. This is the input to turn on the fuel pump number 2 relay. So once it gets turned on, it goes through. This is the fuse for that as well. The first one, the 30 amps are almost for the relays. Comes over, it's this black wire here. It goes out into this harness that I built, which is all the way down there. All right, you get plenty of lead, all the wires together. And you've got black is going to be your secondary fuel pump. Green is your first fuel pump. Then you go to white, which is this guy here. I've just got some LEDs hooked up so that you can see it work. That's going to be the meth control. The yellow one is the Viair air compressor. And then this here is actually going to be what hooks to your pressure sensor on the air compressor. The next one is the transmission fan, and that's going to be the blue wire over here. And then the last one is a radiator fan, and it's not wired yet, but it's over here. So I'm going to run through these real quick and just show you how they work. So this is just a power source, but if you were to, let's see, I can turn this on with this. So this is the air compressor, quote unquote. Actually, this would be like the engine, right? So if it goes into boost, I don't know if you can see this gauge at all. So as I apply air pressure, you can see it comes up. When it turns red, that means that it's turning on output. And if you look down on that side, you'll see one of the lights turn on. That first one is for white. That is, no, it's not white. Yeah, white. That's your meth pump. And then the second one is kind of falling off the table here. But that one is your secondary fuel pump, and I've got it programmed to turn on at like 15 pounds. So you can see they turn off. So your meth control turns on at 10 pounds of boost, and it will turn back off at 8. And then the pump is, I think, 15 and 12. The other ones are this guy here. Let's see, it's got a black ground wire, or I'm sorry, a black shrink wrap on it. Anything with black on it means it's a ground signal. If it's red, it's a power signal. So this one here is going to be your, what's that one? It's the transmission fan. So you'll just tie that into a transmission temperature sensor or a switch, either one. Basically, you send it a ground signal, and that will turn that on, goes through the relay. Radiator fan is controlled through the Holley. So that's everything there. As far as boost control goes, I'm going to unhook this one, just so you can see it. And this up. So you've got a lead on here already. This is for the valves. So you've got both your valves are plumbed together. You got air that comes in from, this will be coming from the Viair compressor. So it gets pressure in it. and then basically it pressurizes in. This one opens, it builds pressure in the wastegate, and this is the exhaust side. And I've got it just plumb to the dome pressure sensor here, so that you can see it. So same deal. I think that's pretty much everything it's going to show you. We'll go over the rest once you get it.